Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
In summing up, here to note one important point, and it is that the language class needs always to be a dynamic one. The teacher functions not just as an information provider ending up the delivery from one end and then just aiming at checking the progress of the student only at the level of unit tests or term and exams. Here, the teacher has to adjust or readjust his teaching plans, methodology suitable to the temperament of the class with the most primary objective of benefiting the learners. The output must be invited constantly and the evaluation must go on as to see whether the delivery is received in fine-tune or not. Through the innovative traits, by blending the technological gadgets, by trying to build up the breeze of technology and teaching learning process through ICT, and by introducing certain fun-packed games and delivering the instructions in sportive, playful environment, the teacher always aims at achieving the goal of inducting not just the superficial knowledge of language that remains with the students only unto the examination hall, but it becomes the student's own property and very much his or her personality.
Now I would like to thank Dr. Divyesh Bhatt for really scholarly and interesting deliberation on how to teach grammar. What he has talked about in the beginning of this module, that he would like to extend the experience which he himself is doing in the class or many of us are doing in the class to the larger community. And really he tried his best and he extended that experience to all of us. It is really very interesting and I would like to thank and congratulate him for such an interesting and scholarly module.
Thank you, sir.
There are few things which come to my mind based on what discussion you have made, sir, here.
Yes, sir.
First thing which comes to my mind is, as it is generally seen and we experience it too, that students find less motivations to attend the language classes, where grammar exercises are taught. What do you think reasons for these are, or reasons behind this?
Well, sir, very good question, sir. We all experience while teaching and imparting knowledge of second language to our students, we find, and basically we find, sir, syllabi. And
Yes.
in that syllabi, we have to teach certain grammatical topics gradually from first semester to last semester.
Very true.
Now, in that case, what happens? That is, we have, number one, we have large number of students.
Very true.
Number two, we have limitation of time.
Yes.
And during that, we have to conduct certain exams and certain things. In that cases, when we resort to teach grammar, yes, we have naturally to rely upon these rules and regulation, sometimes
true.
transformations and all these things. And in that case, what happens? Sir, when a teacher goes with this kind of mindset, a traditional mindset, and starts teaching, say, for example, article exercise of articles or active passive or direct indirect speech, something like
Yes.
that. In that case, what happens? That is the half portion of classroom teaching that is taken over by the rules and regulation. Yes, so it sometimes becomes some like mathematical classroom. Yeah, and after teaching that, a teacher gives them the exercise to just.
So many a time it becomes rule bounded and technical
yes,
and mechanical maybe.
Mechanical, and this demotivates students from their classroom,
Fine.
and therefore sometimes that is they find grounds that no, I don't want it. attend this class, I don't want to turn into the class. And that's
or maybe
why
when he is in the class, he is not mentally
not
present.
physical, mentally present. Physically we find him or her present in the classroom.
True.
And that's why a teacher, it becomes a responsibility of English language teacher, that is
Yes.
as a second language, that we have to motivate them, or we have to find out and come out with certain new ways of teaching grammar
Very true.
that
Very true.
that naturally brings them to our classroom, not just physically but mentally too.
Yes.
So
Now, related to what you said, another question
sir.
comes to my mind is, what should a teacher do to make the class of grammar more happening?
yeah, sir. In that case, actually, sir, we know that nowadays and our new generations are more techno savvy.
Yes, very
Yes,
true.
now every pocket carries one or two smartphones.
Very true.
So internet access is also in every
Yes.
palm. So in that case, even government is also providing the students. So far as our Gujarat is concerned, the first year students are being given the
Smart tabs.
tablets.
Tablets.
Yes. So in that case, when a teacher makes these kind of technological devices a teaching tool, yes, that will automatically encourage them to come to classroom and to use. And so second thing, the teacher also gets this kind of wide plethora of resources,
Yes.
best resources rather, available in on the
Very
internet.
true.
Yes, and
You'll
with
be
that,
happy to learn, Devesh Bhai, that
Yes,
we
sir.
have included a module of teaching English using mobile in our this program.
Yeah,
and
I'm
friends,
aware of it,
yes,
sir.
you are aware of it.
Yeah, sir.
So that will also help most of our friends to make it happening and to make optimum use of the tools which students have. Exactly, we Dr. Devesh is talking about that we should make optimum use of such things which are really very near to the students. And at present, the students are digital natives. So we should try to use the digital variety or digital tools whatever they have access to, so that we can reach them very easily.
yeah, yes, sir, exactly,
Yes.
sir, exact, sir.
Very true.
Yes.
Now the next thing which comes to my mind is, why according to you grammar through the technical resources will be more effective?
Well, sir, as you just
Now
right
said,
now
yeah.
you said, sir, that new generation, the generation that we are
Digital
dealing with,
natives,
they are
yeah.
digital natives. So the vital screen attracts them a lot.
Very true.
So instead of giving them a black and white, that is writing exercises,
Mm-hmm.
if you make them, if you direct them to prepare some recording, video recording or oral
Like we
recording,
are doing here.
yeah, sir. So that will encourage them that they are doing and they are contributing something creatively.
Very
Secondly, sir, another thing is the temperament of this new generation, the generation that we are dealing with in our
Mm-hmm.
graduate classroom, undergraduate classrooms, more specific. They are, sir, they are of challenging nature.
Very
yes?
true.
And they play plethora of games on
Very true.
on. So, and sir, fortunately we have this kind of number of games available, sir. So
Yes, language
if
games.
grammar teaching is what a teacher needs to do, is to direct them to that games, and automatically they will. And
Very
second
true.
thing,
It's a very good suggestion.
and the last, that is last but not the least, the thing is that is, sir, in their competitive nature, we have to make them. That is this. If this group, that if we may divide them in group, and if group competitions are held, sir, wonderful results can be.
Yes, you are pointing something very interesting, and
sir.
that is the nature of the present generation.
Yes,
There
sir,
are
exactly,
two things
sir.
which are touching the present generation too much. One is digitalization and digital tools.
Yes.
Any screen that attracts them because they are digital natives. Another thing is the temperament of a challenge. They are ready to take up any challenge. Look at, I have talked about once about this in one of the modules, but here I would like to repeat the same, that the games which challenge them or anything which challenge them, they like it and they would like to take up the challenge. Look at the games where even they have to take a challenge to hurt themselves,
Yeah.
even to commit suicide. Till that also the generation goes just for taking that challenge, the dare. So the present generation would like to address the dare. And
Yes.
friends, we know how to provide them constructive dares. Let them provide the dares, such challenges which provoke them, which motivate them to improvise their skills and not to run for or not to go for such dares which can ruin them. So this is really very interesting
Yes, sir.
point which you have touched, and while using this, we will be able to make it more interesting.
Next thing, sir, I would like
Yes.
to add to something, that is the present generation don't like monotony, sir.
Yes,
Monotony,
very
I would
true.
like to define that is the same thing and gets
Repeated.
repeated in the same fashion.
Very true.
That is, this present generation, they don't prefer, even sir, in games, even mobile games,
Yes.
there are separate
Levels.
levels. I have also talked about the mobile applications that are available on internet, and through that applications which are in the form of games also, so we can direct them to those games and then just make them complete that things and come to classroom and
Complete
report
the
to classroom.
tasks. Very
complete
true.
So in that way also we can make it more happening place, sir,
Interesting. Yes.
and more
Very true.
interesting.
I would like to thank Dr. Divesh Bhatt for such an interesting and scholarly discussion on a topic which sometimes is really not interesting. So he has talked about teaching grammar in so effective way. I would like to thank him for that. I would like to thank Dr. Divesh Bhatt on behalf of MHRD National Resource Center of Gujarat University and all the participants. Thank you very much, Dr. Divesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.